Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Hello. Welcome to the relay station. With any luck, you can hear us. I don't know. I've got a floppy baby with me. Very floppy baby. Say hi, Link. Link has the hiccups currently. How's everyone doing?
Well, I'm just fine.
My ovaries ache.
You don't have ovaries.
I do since seeing that baby. I've spontaneously grown them.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That was very fast. No wonder they ache so much.
Right? Growing pain.
Oh,
Damn it, you made me do it.
Oh, sorry.
oh. Hiccups.
Hi, Link.
This is Link, everyone. This is Lincoln. That's it. That's the show. This is Lincoln. He's burping. Hiccups.
Yeah, aren't we all right?
Right?
Actually, I guess he's taken after his dad really well there.
Oh yeah.
The master of burps. Yeah. Hello, everybody. We've had
Thank you
an
very much,
interesting
Stevie
week
Madman.
This has
Don't
been
do
my
the
week.
wave while you're holding the baby.
I'm not sorry, I can't.
Thank you.
He is now 6 days old.
Yeah, it's been quite a week. For
so just
Thank you, Miles.
Thank you, Miles. He was born
Thanks,
last
Miles.
Sunday at 7:42 in the morning.
Perfect.
Good number.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Are you... Is that... No, never mind.
Am I having a beer? Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Why wouldn't he have a beer?
Did you know?
I mean, when you're literally holding the baby and, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just... I don't know.
Well, he's not feeding the beer to the baby. He's fine.
No, I know, but I know.
Hey, in our Parents' Day,
He is
at
wearing
least
a bib.
here, at least here, they used to have a beer fridge for the expecting mothers. Like at the hospital, there would be a beer fridge for the mothers to go and have beer because beer was good for producing milk for breastfeeding.
Oh,
That's
good.
what I'm doing. I'm trying to make sure I'm producing enough milk for Lincoln.
Oh, God.
That was worth it just for the look on Shiver's face right there. You see it? So
If milk could come out curdled, that would be it.
oh man.
Oh. So I'm kind of tired. You guys can handle the rest of this show, right?
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
You could just sit there and be cute.
I'm just gonna sit. I'm not cute. This guy's cute. I'm just.
Yeah, no, you're enabling the cute.
I'm enabling it.
So really the biggest news of the week is that 3.7 came out to live. And very promptly destroyed all of CIG's servers. Completely.
That sounds good.
I don't even know how long they were down for. It was hours and hours and hours.
I saw on Reddit a couple of reports from Russia even this morning saying can't access it.
Really? Still?
Oh wow.
Sorted out now though.
But yeah, they lost their website. They lost their authentication service, so you couldn't get into the launcher. and also I think the game servers were all down as well. So they went down real hard, and it was apparently it was just volume. It was a massive overload. Although
So
I'm a little confused as to why it lasted that long. But maybe
what
they
is
were
it-
trying to spin up new services.
I'm wondering, like, what is it about 3.7 that made everyone all of a sudden jump in?
Caves.
Just the caves?
I don't know. Maybe ship rentals. I'm not sure.
It's just new stuff.
New stuff.
I did also notice that I haven't gotten into the game yet because it hasn't been super accessible so far, and I just woke up like an hour ago. But
What's this I hear? The server-side OCS has gone out with it.
What?
Where do you hear that?
I could have been duped, which is easily done these days. On Reddit, someone took a picture of a snapshot out of what appeared to be on the roadmap, and server-side OCS have made it.
On the roadmap?
I might just be tripping, and it might have just been one of those. It might have been one of those dreams where
That
Star
sounds
Citizen
like a
actually
dream.
happens, and you're like, I don't actually have regrets over this, so it must be a dream. It's a joke. That's a joke.
Apparently it was a joke. A socks joke. I don't know.
It's server-side OCS isn't even on the schedule right now, so I don't know.
Oh, it was a stocks joke. Okay. You see, this is out. I just browse in there. Hey, Miami.
You're browsing the Star Citizen subreddit in your dreams?
Late at night when you can't sleep, it's like, okay. Anything could go on there and I'll believe it.
Oh, are there concierge socks now?
Yes, I believe.
No. That was
No?
this. You see, this was the
joke,
thing I fell
okay.
into.
I did.
Yeah,
see
that was the joke.
I saw that someone.
Oh.
ordered
I fell
that.
for it.
There was a whole bunch of new concierge stuff. Sorry, a little out of my mind right now. The bag was the thing that I was interested in.
There's
I
a
hope
nice
it
bag
can-
now.
Yes.
So this is it's only concierge that can buy these things, though, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Now, is this bag? Is it being advertised as being made from canvas, but you're going to get nylon?
God. No, they're not Bethesda. What a bunch of. I can just log in to see if I can find it, so I can show it off here.
So I've missed 2 weeks of Star Citizen news. I haven't looked at.
This is a good 2
anything.
weeks to miss because not really anything has happened, except that 3.7 came out.
This is
Oh,
the
good.
best I can wave
Wow,
right
Flint,
now.
thank you.
Thank you, Flint.
I can confirm I'm alive. But
I'm
if
waving.
I was dead, that's what I'd say anyway.
Link, can you do a wave?
No,
It's not very
You'll be-
in the relay.
you'll be
spirit.
You'll be a lot less happy when he can start waving his arms around.
He's already doing a pretty good job, I gotta say.
Really? Oh, good.
Are we going to
He's,
start taking bets on his first word? Because I've got $10 on a boot.
A boot?
I'm gonna put $20 on a beer.
A beer? A boot? A beer?
Oh man.
From there it goes, buddy, guy, friend.
I'm gonna say Australopithecus.
Or maybe senators.
Pint. A pint would be good. All I know is currently he's eating like double what he's supposed to at this point. Yeah.
But
so he's gonna
how
grow
much
really
of it
fast.
is being
Understood.
retained?
All of it.
Oh wow! So he's gonna
Well,
grow
surely
really
then
fast.
is that good? I mean,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Babies can't really get fat.
All right.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not obvious that he's getting sick.
No, he is good. He's in perfect health. He's started regaining weight. He's good.
Actually, interestingly, there, David, one of the shirts they have is a Chairman's Club polo.
Yeah, I saw someone saying they wanted the polo. I'd have to take a look at that because
Well, I'll drop the picture in chat.
I can't check chat right now.
Nice.
I'm occupied.
Yes, good point.
I'm actually gonna go and get rid of Link for a bit and give him to his mom because this guy is super hungry. In case you can't tell,
needs food.
and he even
Can
got
I just
dressed
quickly
up.
ask?
He got dressed up for everyone. It's a planet shirt.
Aw.
Is it true that instead of the traditional smack, the doctors gave him a shave?
No, not in this case. He just got smacked a couple times.
Oh, okay.
It's quite the way to make your entrance, eh?
I have him on.
Oh, I'm here. Poof, ah.
Yeah.
Oh, poof, ah.
Got a couple smacks and then he started crying and it was great. Say bye, Link. Bye-bye.
That's when his first words were, "Fuck you, buddy."
I will be right back. You two carry on.
Will do. So if anybody's curious, the current Chairman's Club merchandise is the polo shirt and the hat. Looks like the Mantis shirt is pretty cool, actually, but it's a white shirt, and I'm not big on white shirts. Oh,
I love chat. You guys rock.
oh man. Yeah, Sunjammer, a Milk Those Whales shirt. Indeed.
I do find it. I mean, I get the logic in making it so concierge only can buy this shit, but at the same time, it seems very counterintuitive that in order to buy more things, you need to have spent a hefty sum of money, and that just seems a bit.
Could you imagine
weird.
if even one person spends like $500 in order to be able to buy the shirt, though?
Right.
Because then
I mean,
it makes it all worth it for them.
It's just so weird because you have on the one hand, you only need to buy the starter package.
Welcome back.
All right. You only need to spend the minimum like $45 on this game, and then okay, well, if you want to buy a T-shirt that's got a fucking "I'm a stupid twat that's sunk way too much money in this. Please don't tell my wife."
All right.
Let's be clear here.
Because we're all guilty of it several times over.
Yep.
But it just seems so weird. I know it. I know. I get the logic there, but it just seems so counterintuitive for that.
It's one of the problems, isn't it? Because like CIG's merch has been pretty shit for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're coming up with like cool new things that people would want, but you can only get it if you're a concierge. I don't like that. Like,
I mean,
There's
but I don't think all the
only-
stuff in the concierge. I don't think
There's
anything
only
in the
two
concierge stuff was
things
good.
there's only two things, and both of them are. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been asking for a polo from them for.
They had a polo before, and you didn't buy one.
At this point, I'm not buying anything from it because
That was years ago. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. I actually have one of those in my closet.
I don't remember.
The old Star Citizen polo that's black with the white Star Citizen logo on the
Oh
left
yeah,
breast.
I remember. That's I don't know.
But yeah, their merchandise is in a pretty bad spot right now.
It just seems like if your merchandise is bad, it doesn't help it to add new stuff that only some people can buy.
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know?
And the funny
Like-
thing is, the only thing that they showed that I wanted was the bag, and it's not available yet. So, or maybe it won't be available. I don't know. But it was by far the best thing they showed.
So what else happened this
Stupid.
week?
They should do some other stupid. Sorry. All right.
No. Go ahead, Shiver.
Well, it's only merchandise ideas, but I mean, a cup. You want a Star Citizen cup. It's not as easy to just go to the Star Citizen website and buy one. No. You got to go to something like XC or a third-party company and put it on there. And it's like, why the fuck am I doing this for a fucking cup? When I could just... It's a terrible example, Flint, because my cupboard is basically full of CIG cups.
So they got you anyway.
But
No,
yeah,
that's good.
that's the exception, not the rule. It's just stupid shit like that. I've got a fucking XCOM mug up there, and it's like an official one. And there's going to be a good chunk of people here who like XCOM who are going, "You can get an official XCOM mug?" Yeah, and it was only 12 quid, and I just went on for Axis, and I got it, and I didn't have to pay twice the fucking value of the cup for shipping.
The thing that confuses me and has confused me for a long time is we have merch. Relay has merch. I mean, it's not very good or very varied because we don't like put time into adding new stuff. Like we should have the shit to the goddamn face there on a t-shirt just for the hell of it, right?
100%.
But we don't. That's a Jake thing. You gotta bug Jake if you want that. But we have merch. Sunjammer was wearing a Relay t-shirt yesterday. Like there are Relay merch, and it's significantly more affordable than CIG's merch, and there's more variety of it. Like,
Yeah.
that's really bad.
Well, part of that is that we don't really make any money on our merch, whereas they want to make a lot of money on theirs. And
Yeah, but they shouldn't be doing it to make money. They should be doing it to support the fans. Because,
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that must be the equation, though. They must be like, well, we want a higher margin, or they want more control over their merch. I don't know, but
well, isn't that something?
The weird thing is that it was good, and then they're like, hey, what if we make it garbage? And now it's garbage. There was a period where it was really good, and their prices were really good, and the shipping prices are really good, and then they're just like, nah, we'll make it crap.
Yeah, well, like Stephen Mocking in chat says, the fans tend to do better merch than CIG does.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I still think that
they're not alone in that, though.
But like all they need is a bunch of little tiny plastic models of ships, and I know they've started doing that through JR Fabrication.
Yeah,
but they're doing that.
That's the name. Thank you.
Through partnership with people that were a bunch of fans that started doing it, and then partnered with CI. Like, I get it.
Well, do you have Airfix over there?
What?
Plastic model airplane kits.
Yeah.
You paint them yourself, and
yeah,
something
they
like
exist.
that. A real one like that, a real official, so to speak, CIG, something like that. That'd be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, SpaceX has it, and SpaceX are less reliant on donations and fans. Like,
although to be fair, their merch store is not a whole hell of a lot better than CIG's.
No, but they're not dependent on their fans.
No, not at all.
They own it all. They're doing it because they can. Whereas,
Jed, I bought 2 Polaris t-shirts, and one of them, fine. The other one already starting to fade, and they bought at the same time.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Normally their shirts have been really good. Normally.
Okay, so I want to go to whatever videos we have for this week.
Yep. They're not going to cover a lot of time. They all have audio, by the way.
But I haven't finished downloading them yet.
Why not?
Because I got distracted with a baby.
How dare you?
So you're going to have to give me a minute.
Only one, though. Only 1 minute.
Only one.
That's it.
I need to download.
In the meantime, I'm going to take a peek at crowdfunding because might as well, right?
Why is it's not working?
What's not working?
The download.
Oh, that's weird. It's on Google.
Let's try this again.
I will upload it somewhere else.
No, it's Let's see if it'll do it this time. It says it's zipping the file.
Oh.
But I wonder if I can just do this. Yeah, I can just do this. I'm just going to do this live because I can. Okay, so that's the previous videos. 1 second. Turn that off. Grab this. We'll grab this.
Hey, David.
The
Yeah.
mantis
Do we
is one
want,
of nature's most adept predators.
Do you want to announce
1 second.
Well, do
That's
we know
loud.
do we know what the prizes are?
I actually have no idea even what the prizes are. I wasn't around for any of this. So
Hopefully those people are in the Discord then, and then we can sort it out there.
Yeah, let's. We'll do that in the Discord. We have the names of the prize winners. Jake is sick today. He was supposed to be on the show. But we're gonna just do it in the Discord after.
Yep. Okay. Let's watch this stuff.
Yeah.
The mantis is one of nature's most adept predators. Its patience immeasurable. Its focus indomitable. It waits silently.
Again, it's a Star Trek ship.
It's really
The
quiet.
hunter
Oh, yeah,
positions
yeah,
itself
yeah.
for attack,
Yeah.
identifying its unsuspecting target when it's most vulnerable. And then, steeled to the task at hand, the mantis strikes. Its prey never stood a chance.
Yeah, the problem is they have to stop it there because then the mantis is like, well, not much I can really do now that I've caught you. Got
Yep.
some shitty guns, so you're alright?
This
This is awkward.
Yeah. I also, maybe it's just me, but the mantis just doesn't feel like an RSI ship. Like RSI ships tend to be like utilitarian and good at all sorts of stuff, and the mantis is so specific and useful for only one thing. Like to the point that once it does that one thing, it's not even going to be able to do anything with what it caught because it's useless. It's so incredibly specific that it doesn't feel like an RSI ship.
they had a conversation about that on. I didn't get to watch the whole show, but they did have a conversation about that on Star Citizen Live, and they were basically in like the lore reason for that is basically because RSI is a military contractor, and this was a military ship, which makes a lot of sense because in a military context, that ship makes a lot more sense. Like in a fleet, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Where they're pulling ships out of quantum, and then the Navy is descending upon them and destroying them.
It still feels though that between Aegis and Anvil,
Yeah.
like between Aegis and Anvil, it feels like either of those would be more suited, not to the look of the ship. Like the look of the ship is pure RSI, but to the role of the ship. Even the Bengal, yes, it's a giant military ship, but it's a giant military ship that houses like everything, right?
Very, very multi-use ship. Yeah, totally. Whereas most of the other RSI ships are generally, well, I guess except for the Apollo. The Apollo is pretty specific too.
As Jade said, the Bengal, but I think the Bengal was joint RSI and
Yes.
Anvil.
It was originally, but I believe that it's now just an RSI ship.
Have they changed
But
that?
like, I think
the
I think it was
Pegasus-
changed.
Isn't the Pegasus RSI?
No, I don't think so. I would love to see that ship. It's been so many
Yeah.
years. But the Apollo is also a very specific ship. It's a medical ship, so it's not out of the realm.
I guess my other problem is just that
Oh no, you're right. It's the Pegasus is an RSI ship.
I just don't feel like I don't know. It feels weird to me that RSI is the military contractor. Because
They're the original military contractor.
I know, but when I think RSI, I don't think Pegasus or Bengal or any. Like I think Aurora and
See,
Constellation.
I straight away think of the Bengal, but then I like ships.
I never think of the Bengal. It's too big.
The Bengal, yeah, the Bengal is now listed as an RSI ship. I think they changed that at some point along the road.
What's the point of the
What
Bengal?
about the
You're never going to
Retribution?
fly it.
It
The
looks
point of it,
nice.
the point of it is to be a set piece and a very pretty one at that.
It's just big, Shiver. That means nothing.
The Retribution is RSI, isn't it? Oh, joint effort. Thank you.
You heard it here first, everybody. Size means nothing.
So it's got a big gun.
Oh,
Right. Okay. Next video.
Oh, Ms. Hearts, you missed the baby.
I can go and get the baby back in a bit. It's just hard for me to do stuff.
maybe to
Relay. We're happy
maybe
to exploit babies for views.
All right.
Why do you think I had the baby?
We're happy to exploit babies and cats for views.
Oh yeah.
And dogs. Don't forget Jake's dog.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Oh man.
Anything
I'm going
slightly
to exploit
cute,
the
we
baby.
will
I'm going to
exploit
exploit
it.
cats. I'm going to exploit Shiver.
What?
Huh?
Oh man. All right. So, next
I
video.
guess I need to do that.
I really like this one.
You sure this is the right place?
Moss has never steered us wrong before.
All right, good enough for me.
That belt is huge. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Gotta have all your tools, man.
So when can our Moby glasses do that?
That was exactly what I was thinking the whole time I watched this.
Chatbot.
They should have had a segment there where it's like 3 hours later and it arrives at Port Olisar.
What's that?
Should have had cut it at the end when it goes to warp and then say 3 hours later, and then they arrive at Port Olisar.
Are you saying the Defender's slow there, Shiver?
I'm saying quantum travel in general is
Yeah, sure is.
achingly slow.
I can't wait to get pulled out of quantum.
Right?
Arrives at Port Olisar and someone grief crashes into it. Miss Hartscott's it.
Yep.
All right. Any thoughts on the Defender commercial?
Again, it looks pretty. I will say that as the commercials that CIG put out with in-game assets get better and better, I look forward more to seeing what they can do with a full game of Squadron more and more.
Yep.
That's what I will say.
Well, especially since we know that the team that's making these very likely came off of working on Squadron
Yeah.
cutscenes.
Yeah.
Well,
and they're doing it all in game because all of Squadron's cutscenes are in game, right? Like there's no
yeah.
they
they're
don't
all
have to
in.
do any pre-rendered stuff, right?
Yeah. At least that's our understanding. I mean, things have changed only 1,200 times on this project.
Yeah.
But I did like that they showed a couple times in that commercial. They showed the Banu writing, which is cool. I think they showed it off because they're like, "Hey, we did it! It's done. It's ready.
We finally have it."
It looked like they were telegraphing their idea for that type of gameplay, and I really liked their idea for that type of gameplay, like the exploring caves bit in the future. So I hope that's what they were going for because that was awesome.
What do we got next? Into the depths.
Star Citizen is an ever-expanding universe, but now
3.7
beneath the surface by adding a completely new, unique location, which is caves.
Yeah, caves.
FPS mining in 3.7 is the most lucrative business by far. Discover deposits and mine them. If you don't bring protection, expect some
This
risks,
gem
and
looks
you might die and
amazing.
not make it out alive.
Look at that.
With mission sharing, you'll be able to take on harder missions with your friends. That means there'll be more rewards, such as loot, or maybe even reputation that you can share together.
Players can already earn ships in the game.
With the addition of ship rentals, this will allow the players to try out different professions and explore what suits their game style.
Also, notice the rental prices are way lower than they were before
Players will be able to pull
in
others
that
out
shop.
of quantum travel, at the same time preventing them from escaping into it.
With the Banu Defender, we're introducing the first ship of a
Kirk
brand new
Tomei
alien
needs
species,
to be an in-game
which is
character.
exciting because
That
it'll be the
beard is
first time
epic.
We get a really good look at what the Banu
Someone who
actually
teaches
look
you
like
kung
and where
fu.
they live. And it looks awesome.
So with 3.7, new players will start seeing the glimpses
100%.
of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, he's got the whole Kill Bill Kung Fu Master going on.
Okay, I heard nothing you said because it's really loud for me on my end. What was that, Nakara?
Oh, I said Kirk Tomei needs to be an in-game character with his epic, like,
Yes.
foot-long white, wispy beard there.
Yeah.
It looked even better in Star Citizen Live this week.
And hey, if they got the prices of ship rentals down to what they should be, that's good.
Yeah. And they looked. I mean, I was just looking in the trailer. I haven't been able to jump in the game yet. I actually wanted to do that, but I wasn't able to get it done. But in the trailer, the prices were like an eighth of what they were in the previous shot that we got like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
And maybe that's them on their own, or maybe it's because people like us question the.
It may have been in PT. It may have been in PTU.
Yep. Who knows?
When they were testing it. Like, well, no one's renting
When
ships
did we
because it
count
costs
as
so much.
people?
Never.
Since I have to count you as people for taxes.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh. Who am I kidding? I don't do taxes.
CRA watching. Oh, here we go. To the Batcave. These super fast ones. This one is exciting.
I've got a mad question for you. Do you think we'll ever see a cave system that's large enough for 1 or 2 man ships on the inside of an asteroid in space?
Yes.
Okay, that I'm excited
That would be
for.
awesome.
Yes, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, the day after CitizenCon. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
that's going to be
I
exciting.
like
And
Jax.
yes, I do think there will be large enough caves in asteroids to explore with ships. Definitely.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be really nerve-wracking.
Well, okay.
Remember the episode of TNG when they flew the Enterprise inside the asteroid? Yeah.
What else? Is there anything else we can cover this week?
Yeah.
What do we got?
We could dissect the lore.
That's Astro's job, man.
Yeah. I can't take that from Astro.
There isn't a whole lot. We're now at several weeks without a show to comment on. We could talk about the Mantis more, about the gameplay implications of it, if you want. But
I mean, yeah, we should.
I don't think there's anyone out there praying we talk about the Mantis.
Oh God.
Sure, one of these days with comments like that, I'm gonna bite your friggin' head off.
Just don't bug me about it.
We could just have a 2-man, because I'm no good at them. A 2-man pun war for the next hour.
I'm no good at them.
Where is Des Marius when you need him?
Right? Des, get on here.
I've been practicing my dad jokes, but I'm still not very good at them.
Well, you have a few years to get caught up there.
Yeah, I do. It's true.
I remember when I was at school, they started teaching you about how to be a father and things, and then they started asking you about your weaknesses. And the question was, name something beginning with C that you're weak at. And I said, spelling.
That's good. I like it. Okay, I want to take a look at something. Because I got a question. I just need to get... Oh, we have a lot of questions this week.
Perfect. I mean, we could
Here it
also
is.
go into the disasters of the week.
We will in a second. First, I've got a question. I'm trying to find the information that I'm looking for. Okay. So, the Mantis. 1 crew. 2 size 1 shield generators. And 2 size 3 laser cannons.
It's actually better than I thought. That can at least do damage. But the problem is it has no cargo
damage.
The problem is it has no cargo space.
Right. So let me see. Where's this?
Probably fairly short range as well, I'd imagine.
Probably. It's a very purpose oriented ship. It's not going to lurk on its own very often. It's mostly going to be part of a fleet of some kind, small or large.
Well, what are the things you're going to be able to do with it? Because it may be an RSI ship built for military, but it is going to, complement both military and piratic.
Yes,
game
and
types,
also
right?
very heavily bounty hunting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you're bounty hunting, you need that ship and maybe an Avenger or something at least. Something to hold a prisoner if you get one, right?
I believe so. I'm not sure if you could just throw them down on the floor of the ship and be like, "That's good enough."
I mean, unless you just kill them, right? Also, thanks.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thanks, Carbide.
Sure. I could just Shiver was looking at that, going, "That looks like it hurts."
The lack of
How's
sleep
it-
is just real, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure. You look a lot less energetic than you did like an hour ago.
Yeah, it's actually I'm hitting my nap time. Like my nap, I sleep from like now, and then
Until
I take
forever?
over the like midnight to 8 a.m. shift.
I see.
So,
Don't worry, you've only got to put up with that 5 or 6 years.
no, I mean 3.
Yeah, it starts to get
After
better.
3 years, it gets better. So bounty hunting, you're going to need at least one more ship. If you want to do something more like piracy, you're going to need, like you
At
will
least one
need
more ship.
the Mantis. You're going to need more support though, right? Because you're going to need something with cargo.
You could probably do it 2 ships with if you're not going after really big targets. You could do it with a Mantis and a Cutlass
Yeah, the Cutlass would have enough cargo, I guess.
to do something. Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly, preferably you'd probably want to have like a Mantis and a Caterpillar.
Right.
Then you could really, do well.
Do you think we'll start seeing Mantises being used by... I mean, I know we should get them for player bounty hunting, but do you think we'll start seeing people being pulled out of Quantum more by Mantises in-game?
Yes. 100%. They'll be integrated into the fleets for pirate organizations, I'm sure, and others.
Jade Starwatcher says it already happens.
There you go.
Makes sense.
I just wanted to make sure that they were integrated to it for...
Apparently, I just heard this. I didn't read a lot about it, but apparently there were some devs in the PTU that were flying around and interdicting people, basically as playtesting.
That's good.
I wanted to see the Reddit thread on that where it said, some asshole griefed me. There was this complete bastard called, I don't know, Sir Patches CIG. And then get this fucker off the server. He's griefing me. And then everyone's like, dude, don't know how to break this to you.
He's making the game.
That I like that for testing something like this before it's in. But that they have the ability to run with ships before they're given to everyone makes me think it would be really cool if once the servers are big enough, they just show up in like an Idris one night and people can go and check out the Idris if you're on at the same time as them, or a Bengal, or like that'd be cool.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
That'd be in the future when the game's live. That would be a pretty epic way to like launch a new ship.
Yeah.
Be like, breaking news. This thing was spotted, and you can go and actually like look at it.
Yeah. I mean, they've said that there's supposed to be in-game news at some point, right? So.
Yep. Totally. Should we start hitting the questions here?
Well, you said that there were some hubbubs.
Yeah, not related to CIG. It was just in general.
Oh, Blizzard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I figured if Jake was on, we were definitely going to be talking about it, so I was wondering if we still wanted to talk about it.
I don't know what to say other than, what the fuck, Blizzard?
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Carlisle,
yes, that's true, Tina. But if you read it yourself, there's a lot of people out there saying it's not been written by someone who speaks English as their first language.
To me, it's more that yes, they gave took away most of the suspension, gave back the winnings, but only because there was such an uproar. And on a Friday, the day
on
before,
a Friday night,
Like they were trying to drop it with the least amount of ceremony so no one would notice. It's all a bit shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
hasn't Riot Games come out and said something similar to Blizzard's keep politics out of our games or something?
Yes,
that.
but yeah, well, one of the very good arguments I heard was it makes some sense that they want to keep politics out of their tournaments, right?
Okay.
So the biggest, most egregious thing that happened was that this all happened with no warning of any real kind.
Yeah.
That it was going, because they went, they basically went to the nuclear option without any in between.
Yeah.
And to give Riot Games some credit, they're 100% owned by China. And
wait, why is that credit?
Well, no, to give them credit is that they are at least coming out and saying, "Hey, you can't do this."
Blizzard
And
didn't even say that. They just banned people.
they just said you violated our TOS. Well, almost everything anyone does violates the TOS because they make it that way so they can take action against whoever they feel like, if you know what I mean.
But which terms of service? Like
the ones for the tournament.
Is the tournament ongoing now?
Mm-mm.
So when does the tournament start?
He's finished. He won.
Okay, so he won the tournament. The tournament is no longer over.
Well, he's still at the event.
Is his voice Blizzard's in perpetuity?
No, it was at the event when it happened.
After the event, like
it's his speech when he was winning, well, after he won, when he was. But honestly, the worst part of it for me, I mean, there's a lot of really bad parts of this, but the worst part of it was why ban the commentators?
Yeah,
like
it's all
the commentators didn't even do anything. And one of the great points I saw come up is commentating and esports are both very competitive right now, and they don't make a lot of money. So if you ban them for even 6 months, that's basically the end for them.
Can I just counter and say, Tofu, someone else's tournament is not your fucking political platform. Your freedom of speech doesn't apply in someone's private tournament.
No,
it's not a public viewpoint. You don't have the right.
You don't
to
have
say
freedom
whatever
of
the fuck you
speech.
want. They do. They have the company is perfectly within their right to say that's not right. But
disagree completely.
They were dishonest about their reasons for it. They didn't even award the guy who fairly won what he had earned.
Mm-hmm.
I would disagree completely. If they have something, if they say beforehand, like, we will vet your speech, or you're not allowed to talk about, like, keep politics out of your speech or something, fine. It's their tournament, they can do it. But if they don't have any conditions...
So if he came on there and he said that he's in favor of right-wing ideals, then you'd be all right. That's his right to say that. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, actually.
Well, no, it's not, though, David. Free speech is only protected against the government, not companies. You can't say whatever you want at someone's private event.
Right.
They can do whatever they want to.
It opens up a can of worms at these events.
Yeah, you can't do
if
that.
You accept one, even if it's good, you have to accept
because
all.
The event was in Taiwan. Like, there's no way he was protected by free speech.
I don't know.
I don't think that applies though, Jade, because what you've just said would apply to the entire UK, because we're not allowed. We technically don't own our own land. It would, because we're servants of the Queen. The Queen owns all the land. So if that was the way it was, then we would have no, But I get what you're saying. At the same time, it's a gray area.
I really don't like punishing someone without any warning. I really don't like the idea of 100%. we have now created this rule and we are going to enforce it on you essentially retroactively after deciding that this rule needs to be in effect, which is my problem. Yeah. If they had beforehand said this is the rule and then he broke it, fine, punish him.
Well,
he does
this. Just said the clause that got him screwed over said that we can strip you of all titles and winnings if Blizzard sees your actions as unacceptable for any reason. Well, that's not an acceptable term and condition.
Yes.
Exactly.
What's unacceptable to Blizzard?
That's the problem, and that's what I don't like.
And I mean,
what they should have done is they should have said, they should have made a statement saying this was his own private feelings. They didn't represent Blizzard at all. It didn't represent Blizzard, and we are going to take steps in further events to make sure that people don't bring politics into the equation. Now we've learnt, fine. And then you can say something in the future that people know. You can't go 100% on the first offense.
It's a difficult issue, and I think as we as a species go forward, this is going to become a more prominent issue.
Oh, we're not going forward, sure.
Well, games in the past were used purely for entertainment, and as we've advanced as a species, they're being used more as comments and commentary on modern life and what's going on. And you've got games that are saying we don't care about politics too much, and then you've got other companies like CD Projekt Red who are like, we're all inclusive about this sort of thing.
I just have
and you're always going to piss someone off when you bring politics into anything. There's always going to be a group of people that are pissed off.
I want to get us to questions, but I want to just because this is mine and I'm running the show. I want to have my one last word. So Mr. Squarepeg says my problem is
last word after yours.
No, my problem is that an American company is bowing to the Chinese Communist Party to keep their business license. You should probably check on the American government. Okay, questions.
Yeah. So, can I make
go.
one more? Okay. So I just wanted to say that we've sort of outlined things really well. Blizzard was within their legal rights.
Yes.
But they were very, very, very far outside of what I would consider to be acceptable behavior for an American company. And it came off very blatantly as bowing heavily to China and the Chinese government, and directly opposed to Hong Kong and the protesters there who are trying to win back a little bit of their freedom. And that is what really has sparked this enormous shitstorm. And BlizzCon is in 3 weeks. So it's going to get interesting. Anyway, questions?
Yes. Okay. Politics. Yay. Oh, actually, speaking of politics, I need to. So we had a baby. We had a baby 6 days ago. And having a baby, hospital room and this and that and all the care and everything, and the entire process of having a baby at the end of the day costs $0. So
I would like to this first question is particularly appropriate.
Yeah.
And I want to point out that it's actually from last week.
Oh, yes, it is. It is from last week. So last week I am Spartacus, but I have a neck beard. Asked, are gamers the most oppressed minority, and if so, why? I mean, no.
But it's a funny question in this context.
No.
Where do we start with this question?
Next
Fastcart, where are you? Do you want to handle this one?
No. One, gamers aren't a minority. Most people play games. Two,
well, I think less than 50% of the world plays games. So technically,
it's getting up there.
I can't tell you the number of times I've gone to a place and there's fountains for gamers and people with a fucking life. Oh, the queues.
Oh god. Anyway.
So, okay, here we go. Captain Penis asks, after all the wailing and gnashing of teeth a few weeks back about 3.7 having nothing in it, is 3.7 the best patch of the year so far? No, it's got nothing in it.
Probably not, but it's at least interesting. They did a good job of making it interesting.
It's not that long until the next patch, which is.
Well, also, there was I can't remember exactly where it was, but there was an exchange this week between a CIG dev and a fan, I think, where they're like, so what's coming in 3.8 that we should be excited about? And all he said was CitizenCon, period.
Hey, Heavy Bulb.
So I think they're probably announcing stuff at CitizenCon that's coming in 3.8.
I would imagine that, yeah.
That should be interesting to watch.
Captain Penis also asks, who will be the next Relay member to have a baby?
Shiver.
I do know that Stormy was saying that seeing Link, but yeah.
I think she's probably, I don't know, she's got 3 kids.
Yeah, she does.
Probably she's like the busiest human being I know, so.
Is it?
I don't know.
You know, like at a wedding,
Jake,
the bride throws the bouquet of flowers, and whoever catches it,
yeah,
that's the next one to
that's,
get.
That's what
when
the
it's
baby.
a baby, do you throw the first dirty nappy, and whoever catches it goes to the bathroom to wash their hands thoroughly?
Actually, no. The first few dirty nappies are like hazmat level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done the nappy duty yet? Oh.
Yeah. Like 50 times. Okay. Funny story.
I meant for the baby.
Funny story. Hospital guidelines say that in the first 24 hours, your baby needs to poop once.
Okay.
What if it doesn't?
Well,
What
if it
do you
doesn't,
do then?
if it doesn't, then there might be a problem, and you need to get
Go back to the
checked
hospital.
out. Go back to the hospital. In the first 24 hours, Link pooped 8 times.
Taken after Dad, I see.
Oh my goodness! You don't even know.
Look what I just figured out, Dad.
Oh man. Just.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I work at a hospital, so I kind of know this. The reason, Shiver, if you're wondering, that you have to go back to the hospital is there's a very rare condition, but it can happen, where there is no proper connection in the digestive system when a baby's born. So if they don't,
Yeah, what do they do?
surgery, like really fast on a newborn, which is, I'm sure, very, very fun. But yeah.
The more I hear about creating a new life, the less I like it.
Oh, you're funny. So we should we go to the questions here? Next question?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Carlisle asks, we need David here for this, but now that you have a child, how long until you teach him the bunny hop hack and have him press spacebar while you PvP? Okay, I guess that's a David question. It's a very, very specific question. Very specific. Does anyone have any
Don't
non-David
bunny
questions?
hop in games, kids. Don't be that guy.
No, never.
Dick. When you're at home, you're trying to track them because you zoomed in, and your entire body's like this, moving it, and you're like, you fucking prick. I think, didn't Counter-Strike do something to stop bunny hopping?
I'm not sure about
1.6.
Counter-Strike. They're definitely oh, the form isn't working? Oh no. Yeah, form is not working. Well, that's weird. Oh, now it's working. Just try it again, Mr. Squarepeg. It seems like it's randomly dropping out. So, David, we have a question for you. It's a very specific question.
Go.
Now that you have a child, how long until you teach him the bunny hop hack and just have him press spacebar for you while you PvP?
Never.
Good answer.
Link, don't bunny hop. Do you, Link? You don't bunny hop. No, you're a good gamer. You know that bunny hopping is evil.
Next question is also from Carlisle. Did you name your baby Moose? Why isn't the other spot the baby's name instead of Moose?
I named him Lincoln, as in Link. He's Lincoln. Little baby Link. And as for the moose, it's because I just didn't think of it.
And moose are amazing.
It's true. So's my baby. Hey, Eric. Watch that. Next question.
Or Elks.
Oh, God. Carlisle asks, another question about baby. So now that you've had a child, the next person that's married without a child is Shivered Jake. Which do you want to have a baby first? Which do we want to have?
I don't think Jake wants to have a baby with me. We can keep trying, but biology is not on our side for this.
I want
maybe
to
just
see
have
a
to try
shiver
harder.
baby.
Yeah, that would be entertaining.
I'd be lucky if I've got a wife at the end of the night, to be honest with you.
Really?
The typhoon's rolling in and she's battered up all her windows and stuff. There's actually been one death in her area already.
Really?
Oh, I hope she's okay.
Yeah. Next question.
Hey, a non-baby question. Fastcard asks, who is buying a concierge hat or polo shirt? None of us. I'm pretty sure.
Now, when Star Citizen adds baby onesies, I will consider one. He even wants one. See, look at him grab for it.
Yeah. Quantum Link asks, can you use the Prospector's tractor beam to gather Crystal's mind with the multi-tool on an asteroid? That's an interesting question.
That would take some testing. Someone needs to test that.
So he's not asking if you can mine the crystals, because we already know you can't. You
Yeah.
have to use the hand tool for that. He's asking if you can use the tractor beam to suck them in.
I'm going to guess no.
Because I think they just go because you have to get out of your ship and blast the asteroid with your hand tool. And I think they just go in your personal inventory. But yeah, that might be something to test. It'd be kind of interesting if you could suck them up with the Prospector's extractor.
So what you're basically saying is that what you want in space is a vacuum.
Yeah.
I knew you were going there.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Oh no.
Go back to bed, Link.
Oh man.
Mom's gonna kill me if I keep you awake.
Yeah. Hey, it's a me question. Lurker 19943 says, was it you guys who made the Google Doc that is tracking CIG's funding? If so, how are they doing this year compared to previous years? So here's the deal. I didn't make it. I was not a big part of the community until about a year and a half after Star Citizen launched. I actually had an account, but I kind of just didn't pay any attention. So it was actually created by some other awesome people during the crowdfunding campaign at the very beginning. And it's the same, we still have all the data from that. But I've managed it with help from a whole bunch of other people over the years. I've been mostly managing it for probably 3 or 4 years now. So how are they doing compared to previous years? They are actually doing really, really well. Better than they've ever done before, but there's a big asterisk there. Normally in Q4, which is the current quarter, they have CitizenCon and then their big ship sale there, and then they have the anniversary sale, which is in November, And then they have the holiday ship sale in December. So usually their Q4 is huge. For example, last year in Q4, they made $19 million in one quarter. And $37 million for that entire year. So over half of their income was at the end of the year. This year, they've cut out the October one, right? So it's just November and probably a holiday sale. Now, whether they can actually match that level of income in this quarter is an open question. But to this point, they've done really well, and they're on track to have their best year at about $42 million ish. Anyway, long-winded answer, but that's where we're at.
Next question.
Next question is from Friendly Huggy Spider. And the question is
those are incongruous terms.
So the next question is, I heard shock therapy helps a lot of people each year get over their fears. When do you think we can schedule a meeting with the Friendly Huggy Spider?
I will schedule the meeting as long as the spider is the first to take the shock therapy. Preferably 100 million volts.
Are you positive?
Oh. You should have said, "Are you amped?" Come on.
I thought there might be resistance to that. I just wanted to keep it grounded.
Common decency. We're blasting through questions pretty quick here, so please continue to ask.
It's only been like 5 minutes since I brought Baby on.
Fastcart asks, I like the look and style of the Mantis, but not its role. I wish I could get one for the flight suit. What? I wish I could get one for the flight suit and helmet. Okay. I have money in RSI credit, but they're only available through Warbond. Do you see this becoming more of an issue as time passes?
Or yeah, only probably available through Warbond?
Apparently, according to Fastcart, he usually knows this stuff. I haven't actually looked because I didn't have any intention of buying one.
I don't like that.
It's going to become to be completely and utterly honest and clear, they need fresh money.
I know that.
They do.
I know. I still don't like it.
No, neither do I. But
Stephen Hawking,
I understand why it's happening.
Thank you. I did absolutely none of the work making this baby.
You did a very, very tiny amount.
I wouldn't call it work, though.
Good point. No, you can get the Mantis without Warbond.
Okay,
it's in the store.
Good.
Anyway, yeah, it's $150, not Warbond, and it's $135 with Warbond, which actually is not very much money, but I think that's because of its very limited role.
Very limited, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, as I show, Fastcar brings that up. Who is the closest to guessing the price of Mantis though? Going over, I was way over. Yeah, it came in way under what I'd expect. It's probably the cheapest ship in quite a while, actually. Especially that's not a small ship. It's got some size to it, and it's not particularly expensive.
You do need to know someone else to play with though, because you're not going to be soloing in that.
Nope. Unless the only option I can see is if you're able as a bounty hunter to just like drag your dude into the cockpit and you don't need a cell, then it could be used as a bounty hunter ship, although awkwardly. But I suspect you'll need to have the the Avenger there with the cell.
Okay.
Probably
Baby
one of
has
the
to go away again. He's getting fussy.
Probably one of the coolest features of the Mantis for me, and not a lot of people are talking about it, but I think it's neat, is you can use it to place a tracker on ships that actually tracks them like regardless of where they quantum to. And that's a huge feature for bounty hunters. If they can get a tracker on their target's ship, then they can know where they are wherever they go. Really interesting feature. So the next question is fine non-baby questions. That's the question asker. Sorry for all the baby questions. 3.7 is boring. Here's a non-baby question. How do you feel about climate change? Climate change is bad. What do you think,
We're
Shimmer?
again it. We're again it.
We're again it?
We're again it.
Oh, I see.
We're damn again it.
Damn again it?
Damn again it.
You sound like Sunjammer there a little bit. Hi, Sunjammer. Hey, I get to see Sunjammer again in a little over a month, and I get to see you for the first time. So be horrified.
I'm the auto DJ. I don't know. I think you've met the auto DJ before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
Last year in the place with the stuff in Austin.
You're both staying up in like the top room here, so I'll just throw a loaf of bread up every few hours or so, and
Sounds good.
and
I'll beat him. I'll beat him to
carpet
death
thing.
with the bread. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's using your loaf.
Okay, what else do we got? Questions.
We are out of questions. No, we have only
How do
one
you feel
question
about
now.
climate change, Eris?
Yeah, that was our last question.
Are you for it or against it?
I'm pretty damn against it.
Okay. Festgard asks, what do you think of the offer to buy a CCU from an Aurora to a Mantis and have the ship or package become LTI? That's fine.
Why not?
I'm good. That's a basic. That's just like an upgrade.
Yeah.
A ship upgrade. Yeah, I'd be cool with that. I have a ship upgrade on a couple of my ships actually. But I think it was my.
I'm actually
my Cutlass
kinda
became
sad.
something.
I'm kind of sad because almost all the ships I have were bought with credit. Like I melted things and moved things around. So now I can't give away anything. I find myself wanting to divest of some of my ships.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get rid of the Endeavor or the Reclaimer or the Retaliator or the Merchantman or the...
You want to hear an interesting ship upgrade I have? I upgraded my Drake Herald to a Carrack.
The most interesting I have, and this is due to the way ship upgrades worked at the time, was I upgraded a Archimedes to an Endeavor.
Okay. That's that's
quite an upgrade.
Yeah,
that's
right?
Your little tiny ship gained a very large ship on top of it.
From about the smallest to about the biggest.
Yeah.
I upgraded an Archimedes to a Caterpillar, and to this day, I don't know why.
I don't know why either. The Caterpillar's a lovely
it's got its
little
uses, don't get me
ship.
wrong, but I've got no. What is it going to do to me? What can I do with a Caterpillar? Can't ram people to death with it, can I?
You could.
No, but what you have to do is you have to get really, really good at the handbrake turn, open up your doors, handbrake them in, and then close the door.
You see, I was thinking filling it with explosives.
Oh, that too.
You know.
Did you guys see the amazing GIF of the person eating boxes in space with the Defender?
eating boxes.
When you deploy the landing gear, it opens up the bay, and so there was like a a cargo box floating, and he just like opened up the bay and went, oh.
That's amazing. Is that like, does it work? Was it then in the car?
Yeah. It bounced around a bunch because it entered the physics grid, but it still works.
Someday, when all of the disparate parts of Star Citizen are all in and working, it is going to be the greatest damn simulation there is. Someday.
Someday.
Does that mean that there are also ships going around with sheets over their head that will try and eat you?
Yes.
Yes.
Jade, I will actually play. I play every patch, so I'm going to play 3.7. I've just been sort of hamstrung by Baby, but I will play 3.7. I will rent ships. I will fly down to caves. I try every single patch, and I try all the things added in each patch just to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. But I've just been delayed this time.
Yeah, well, everyone was delayed. I was going to play it, but it was dead.
Actually, what I have been doing, I've been getting a ton of time just upstairs with Baby on my chest with the PS4, and I've been playing through Spider-Man.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. Playing through Spider-Man now. I'm going to play through Horizon Zero Dawn as well, and just because of his name, I couldn't help myself, but I might have bought Link's Awakening.
Nice.
Because Link's Awakening for Link's
Awakening is your tagline for the Baby's Awakening. I saw it on Twitter.
It's Link's Awakening. He's Link.
Yeah. You named your baby after a video game. I'm very happy about that.
The girl option. So we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. The boy option was Link. The girl option was going to be Evelyn or Evie.
I don't get
Understood.
it.
Pokemon.
So you're actually going to spell it Evie?
No, we were going to spell it Evelyn. It
Okay.
Lincoln isn't spelt with a K.
True.
It's
True.
Lincoln, but it's like how do you get Bob from Robert?
Good point. Or
right?
Bill from William.
William, right? They don't. They just don't.
Really, it should be Billiam.
It should be Billiam. Billiam would also sound way cooler.
Yeah, I think somebody should name their kid Billiam.
I'm sure somebody has. But
it could have been worse. Someone could have had the surname West and then name their child Northeast or something.
Yeah, that would be really, really weird.
Northeast West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the actual thing because I'll get sued.
Yeah, good point. This is going on the internet. I don't know if gotta be careful.
You're already being served.
It's all right. I'll get Chief O'Brien as my defense. He doesn't like the Cardassians.
Oh God. I love it.
I don't get it.
That's good. You shouldn't get it. If you don't get it, you're a better person.
If you don't get it, you've got a life. Well done.
I mean, we knew that already.
If you do get it, I love you.
So we have some more questions.
Cardassian. Okay. Chief O'Brien, Cardassian. Okay, I get it.
Okay, this one's for you, David. Oh. He's ignoring me, Shiver.
Yep.
Bastard.
Yep.
Quite unfortunate. All right. You want to take this one, Shiver?
Is there another question?
There are four more, and I said this one's for you. So go for it.
Oh, that's for him, yeah.
Yeah.
What? Me asks, pull out or push and pray? Also, what kind of ship role do you hope is out for CitizenCon? Well, I don't get the first half of that question. You're going to have to explain it to me.
Okay, sure.
The second half, though. My answer for that has been the same for years. I want a ramen noodle truck.
What's it going to be ramming?
It really should have
Mom?
a giant. It really should have a giant ram on the front of it.
It's going to be ram men.
Like a food
ramming
truck.
Men. It's going to ram men. Get it?
Like a normal
Do
food
you
truck
get it,
with a
Shiver? Shiver? Do you get it? Ram men? Ram men?
I get it, Bojack.
Okay, thank
I
you.
get it, Bojack.
My vision for this ship is almost a perfect carbon copy of a food truck with a giant Vanduul blade on the front of it.
All right.
Squash Tomato asks, have they implemented the other harvestables they showed on ISC? I've only seen the few from the caves so far. What we heard, I haven't been able to get into the game, but what we heard was that the other harvestables were in 3.7. Now, has anybody been able to pick up
Jade
harvestables from
Star
plants and
Watcher is
stuff?
saying that they haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
Which I'd imagine it's another thing, sort of like, was it the 890, right? It came in its own separate patch, so I figure they
for now harvestables have been cropped out for now.
Okay.
I mean, they could have picked something else. I'm glad they picked something less important.
It's not like you can really use them for anything right now.
They'd
Except
have to
maybe
ask
just
someone
sell
else
them,
from
I
a
guess.
different field, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Quantum Link asks, with a mantis and some friends, set up emergency beacons, wait for the space knight to arrive, prevent him to leave. Yeah, that's about right.
Yep. Well, with the mantis, I guess prevent him from leaving. Yeah.
Yep, they have the not only the interdiction but the dampener as well, so you can't leave.
How in is the reputation system yet, if at
Ish.
all?
It's
Because
in.
I very much foresee like Shiver and some spoofed accounts. I was going to say some friends, but
That's more like it. Yeah.
so Shiver and some spoofed accounts sets up a mantis and puts up like I need a lift, right? And then some nice enterprising young positive thinker shows up to give Shiv a lift, and Shiv locks him down and uses the alternate ships to blow the shit out of him, and then reposts the mission I need a lift. Someone else shows up,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
In this case, it's a Stanton flytrap. Lurker19943 asks, considering one CIG dev has said there won't be any vertical slice for Squadron 42 in the coming CitizenCon, wouldn't have expected there to be. What, if anything, would you guess they'll show to hype us up for the hopeful near future release of Squadron? What do you think they're going to show? Probably
a release date,
although
tighter
from
trailer.
From their perspective, the release date is already up.
Do they have the date though? I thought they just had.
Well, it's like a quarter, but
Yeah,
it's
not
close.
quarter. I'm like a date.
I don't think they'll have a date because they won't want to say that and then miss it, which they would.
Well, they'll just say the last day, just the last day of that quarter, and they're good.
Yeah, but then they'd miss it.
No, I don't know if it's what we are going to see, but I would like to see as they get closer to Squadron is just a tighter commercial.
Yeah,
like a tighter. The vertical slice honestly was pretty boring.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
It was a while ago, and it was boring. It was, hey, let's fly around
Or-
aimlessly, and yes, this is really pretty, but we're just flying, and then fly some more, and then fly some more, and then crash, and then fly some more, and then fly some more. And
you know what they might do is actually show that exact same mission and show how far they've come from last year, and how much it's improved. Because even the coil was like barely in. They managed to just barely get it in the game.
I got a crazy one. It's extremely unlikely to happen, but it's a crazy one that I'm going to put out there nonetheless. They show off an Idris properly, fully, fleshed out, and then say, and that's also now, you know, in the arena commander for capture the Idris.
actually, Bryce Arena, I would like to re-see the Morrow tour.
They've done it twice. I'm not sure if they would do it thrice.
I would really like them to focus to this Citizen Con, given that Squadron should be getting... I don't even know.
It could be jump
to address what we were talking about before. I expect to see a release date for Squadron at next Citizen
next year's, yeah.
Because I think it'll probably slide another quarter or two, and then next November or October they can be like, "Hey, it's coming out on March 24th or something."
Yeah,
or whatever. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'd like to see some progress on AI.
Yeah, I think their single player AI is significantly better.
Yeah, but I want to see it.
Yeah, that's honestly that's something we very likely could see in the panels.
Yeah.
Their multiplayer AI is totally hamstrung by the server problems.
Yeah.
Which suck. But anytime we've actually seen the single player stuff, it's been quite good.
Yeah, and they've shown some decent stuff a few times, but I would like to see more of that.
And Jade Starwatcher is saying the FPS AI in 3.7 is good.
That's good.
So that's nice to see.
So there's something that I'm sort of worried about, and it's the cyberpunk. It's the same thing that worries me about cyberpunk. And cyberpunk might not end up this way, but I don't want the world to feel empty. Like, I would like to see...
I'm sorry, I remember watching the cyberpunk gameplay stuff. It's not empty.
As long as they don't scale it back like they did with Witcher.
Well, the only thing they did with Witcher is they decreased the number of NPCs in the city because it was killing computers.
Right, but not
gameplay people though. It was just like the crowd.
But I want to know how that, like, are we going to have people in an Idris? Is a Bengal going to feel like a bunch of empty corridors, or is it going to feel like people? That's what I want to see if they're solving. Are they going to solve it feeling like an empty ship?
Because the Bengals should have hundreds or maybe even 1,000 people in it. It is a lot. Even the Idris is like almost 200, I think.
Between
it's a ton.
I don't know.
I thought they scaled it up recently, but I'll have to go look at it.
The numbers changed too many times.
It's really not a large amount of female civilian AI still.
Yeah.
And they're advertising using a female character. It's a bit.
Yeah.
Fastcart, you are 100% right. I just want a 2-hour-long update from Tony Z about anything.
Oh, I'm totally off with the Idris. It's 28 crew. Wow.
Person crew.
Yeah, people crew, yeah.
I think it's like 28 human crew and then like 70 AI crew or something.
Yeah.
Right? So it's supposed to have a crew of about 100, if I remember correctly.
So maximum crew for the Bengal was listed as 755. Yeah.
Which I want it to feel full. Like, it needs to feel like there's that many people in it. Okay, last question, and then we are done. Fastcart asks, Eris, now that the baby is here, are you going to start watching your language around him? Oh, yeah.
He was practicing.
Yep. I no longer say the F word. I now say fork. Or instead of, I say forking spoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should just watch The Good Place, and then you'll have all of your replacements.
I've never actually watched it.
Swear words. It's pretty funny.
How?
It's worth watching.
What do you say instead of Barbara Streisand?
Is that a curse?
Barbara Streisand a curse.
Thank
she
you
can
all
turn into Mecha Streisand.
Thank you all so much for coming out and watching whatever this is every week. I'm going to go try and have a nap because...
Everyone go play 3.7.
I have a baby. I have a baby.
You have a baby.
Do you know how really, really strange it was to wake up Monday morning and be like, I have a son?
Yeah, I'm sure that was a little odd.
Like, I have a son.
Watch out for that fusion.
Thank you all for hanging out. Go check out the Astropub in 2 hours. See you all next week back at the same time, same place. Unless the baby eats me, which I've heard can happen.
Yeah. Legitimate fear.
Happy trails, everyone.